for you today, and you're going to get to know them by asking them some questions. So if you want to go ahead and get started, do you have a question for your bachelors?
Bachelor number 1, if you could take me anywhere on our first date, where would it be?
I would take you on a long mission to do things you've never done before.
Well, that sounds enticing. Bachelor number 3, same question.
I would take you somewhere in the great outdoors, maybe. We could sit under a tree. We could just look at the leaves.
All right. Bachelor number 2, those 2 proposals are going to be pretty hard to beat, but what have you got?
Just thinking maybe taking you out to maybe a dark alley. No witnesses for more romanticism. Strangle!
Well, I guess you didn't have to worry about beating the other 2.
I would if you asked me.
That's just so sweet. Bachelor number 3.
Yes.
I personally love to cook. What's your favorite food?
I love things that are high up.
All right.
Maybe something at the very top of a tree, or something that I have to bend down to get, providing I only have to be down for about 30 seconds because then all the blood rushes to my head and I can't get up.
That's very interesting. I've never thought about the way altitude affected food before.
Incredible. You're going to love it up here.
How about you, Bachelor number 2?
Well, I'll try anything once. Like to eat any nice good steak, and I stab it, cut it up.
Wow.
I'd feed you till I ran out of food, but I still got a fork.
That's really sweet. How about you, Bachelor number 1? What's your favorite food?
Just tell me the best meal you've ever had, and I can replicate it.
I kind of prefer something a little more original, but...
Well, in that case, I can bring you delicacies from worlds you've never even imagined.
Well, now that does sound fascinating. Bachelor number 2.
Yes!
If you could be any kind of fruit, what fruit would you be?
Maybe one at the top of a tree.
I like all kinds of fruit. I like apples sliced. I like oranges peeled apart. And I like bananas because they're mushy at the end.
All right. Bachelor number 3.
Yes?
I love to travel. Have you ever been to anywhere exotic?
I've been to Africa!
Incredible. I've always wanted to go to Morocco.
No, sub-Saharan Africa. There are lions. And also other things.
All right, now Jerry, you've got a chance to ask all 3 of our bachelors some questions. First thing we're going to have to do is you have to tell us who you didn't choose. So who's the first bachelor you didn't choose, and tell us why.
Well,
I can see you over this partition and I'm judging you.
I always love the tall man. Unfortunately, Bachelor number 2, I've never really had a thing for serial killers. And so, I'm afraid it didn't work out. And I was really torn between Bachelor number 3 because I love giraffes.
Yes!
Because Star Trek was pretty cool, but I did like Captain Picard better than Captain Kirk. One more thing to ask you, though, before you go off with your dream dates. Bachelor number 2 had a particular trait also
that you may have picked up on. You got his primary occupation, but...
How you doing there, Kirk? Red shirt!
It would seem that Bachelor number 2 does like to stab things. Does he have